Hello and welcome back, all of you. A very good morning to each one of you in Mumbai, different cities in India, and of course, those who are overseas who will be watching this video at some point of time or the other. In my quest and endeavor to bring you a unique series on tips and techniques, I continue with the NLP series, like I told you, and today there is something very different that comes your way, and it's called EAC, Eye Accessing Cues. Now, what is eye accessing cues? This is so very important for a coach to know and master. If you are an aspirational coach and you want to get good to better or good to great, then this is something that has to be part of your mastery, the eye accessing cues, because it talks about how well you are observant and you are watching behavior. Because a person can try everything, but his eyes never lie. You agree? Super. And if you do agree, let's go ahead and see what the eye accessing cues talks about. Now, to begin with, a coach, like I said, speaks only 5 to 10% and makes the coachee speak 90 to 95%. And in his or her endeavor as a coach, these are the kind of techniques he or she must be equipped with. Now, eye accessing cues are movements of the eyes in a certain direction that indicate visual, auditory, or kinesthetic thinking. Whenever you ask a question, this is also very good for HR recruiters when you are recruiting senior management or CXO levels. When you ask them a question, they look here, they look there, correct? So you get a clue when they're looking this side or that side. I'll tell you how. It's a very simple technique. If you keep doing it daily, you will so master it. Okay. Now NLP teaches us that people make movements with their eyes, which is the eye accessing cues, that will indicate which representation system they are in. Are they in the V, are in the A, or are they in the K? We don't say whack. We say VAK, representation systems. Now, the eye accessing cues are presented what is called the normally organized pattern. This has nothing to do with being normal or being abnormal. It is a mere terminology which indicates what you will find in the majority of people you meet. It is very easy to catch a person who's lying. Just stare at him. It's a technique. You gotta master it. Just stare at him or her and you see where the eye is flicking. You have not said anything, but the moment you see where the eye is flicking, you know it. This is the person who will now talk like this. Of course, you'll say you're being prejudgmental, but this is a cue. That's why it's called eye accessing cue. Some people don't want to talk because they feel they will give it out, but their eyes has already given it out. Let's talk more about this. Now, we said it's a normally organized pattern. In order to determine, now you have to understand, order to determine whether a person is normally or reversely organized, you ask them questions and which side their eyes are moving. The moment you ask them a question, the first reaction is their eyes. It will go in a particular direction. Now, what direction they go, we'll come down to that. In case of working with clients, you're a coach. You're working with a client in a very therapeutic environment. You can determine their organization through the questionnaire you're asking, during that client profiling that you are doing, or the outcome achievement stage, or the steps of the initial part of the interview. Okay. Now, you can use this as a technique to get some information out, to do a client profiling and see what kind of state they are in. Now, there's another state called the trans-derivational state. Some individuals look out for cues in all the three representation systems, V, A, and K, for the answers that they have to give. Okay, if you ask them a question, they'll use visual, they'll use auditory, and they'll use kinesthetic as well to give you a particular answer. Then there is another way of looking is the look to talk rule. Now, where the clients will make minimal or no eye movement at all. Like I told you, there are some clients who are very smart. They don't give way. You can ask them myriad questions, and however complex it is, they'll still be looking at you in the eye, and they will not blink. Now that's called look to talk rule. Okay. The 6 areas the eyes will go for you to find information are, I'll tell you again, the 6 areas the eye will go to find information for you are. Now let's pay very good attention to what I am saying now. The first one is visual remembered. When you're talking to them, their left eye, which is your right as you are looking at them, which is your right, okay, their left eye will go up. For example, if this is my left eye, I will start looking up this side, this side. I'll start looking like this. If you ask me a question, I'll do that. So that's visual remembered. Now there is audio remembered. It is the middle right where people will look as you look at them. Okay. When you ask them a question, they'll look down towards the right hand side. That is audio remembered. Now there is self-talk or calculation. Self-talk or calculation. Lower right as you look at them, they'll look very down. They'll look at the floor actually. They'll look at the floor. You can actually see their heads bound to the floor. Then there is visual constructed. Their right eye, okay, which is your left. Now, this is my right eye. Now, this is visual constructed. The moment you ask me a question and I am looking, I am constructing information, manufacturing it to process it to you. None of this has happened. I'm only manufacturing it. And automatically my eyes go in that direction. Audio remembered. Middle left as you look at them. Remember there was a middle right. That was audio remembered. Now there's a audio remembered, middle left. Okay. Then you have something called tactile. Lower left as you look at them. Very tactile. Lower left, they'll just look towards the floor. And that's how you pick up your clues. Now this way you're able to figure out which representation system they are in at the moment. Okay. How can you tell if a person is lying? Big $1 million question. Okay. Some get it right, some get it wrong. There's no absolute rule. So please don't go about being judgmental around. That is something I want to inform each one of you on this video. Many psychologists believe that when a person looks up to their right, like I said, they are likely to be telling a lie. What happens when they look at their right? They are constructing, manufacturing, like I told you. Glancing to the left, on the other hand, is said to be indicating honesty. So, visual remembered is honesty. But certain experts are wrong. They feel whoever tested these eyes really can reveal lies. Is it foolproof? I don't think so, because one person sees it differently, the other person sees it in a different manner. But what NLP tells you is the person looking to your left, when asked a question, is visually remembered. Visually constructed, a person looking to the right. So those are the kind of people looking to the right are slightly dicey. You got to be a little wary. So it's only a guideline. It's not a thumb rule. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, do leave your comments, like, subscribe, and press the icon bell. And I'll come back with more videos to upgrade, upskill your knowledge base. Go conquer, you awesome and wonderful people, because you have just one life and you so deserve it. I will come back with more videos like I told you. Keep watching this space. I'll see you around, same time, same place. Until then, my friends, take care, keep smiling, and be happy. Take care. Bye-bye.